have the changes made to F1 World actually improved it? Yes, that is the subject of today's video. Recently, the FIA and Codemasters have made some changes to F1 World. Let's see. Well, first of all, have a look around. We've still got all this furniture stuff here. And by the way, I want to point this something out. I don't think a lot of people have noticed this, but all these sofas are brand new for F1 23. They're not like copied and pasted. Well, some of them have been, like some of the furniture items are from last game, for example. But yeah, then we've got the garage. Now, I have a bit issues with the garage. With the fact of the matter is, it's far too easy to gain parts. You know, just by doing time trial, Grand Prix mode. If you're doing this properly, then you would make it so that only stuff that are part of those 3 events thing, that would be the one that give you the results. But yeah, we've got goals as well, which you can unlock, which to be honest, not really that bothered about. And then we've got all the events here on this left hand side. The series don't bother with. Like I think that these need to be split out personally on this little menu into scenarios, featured events, and maybe quick races and F1 replay, obviously, which is where obviously we are going to start. We will also feature later on some of the other modes. Now with F1 replay, the Baku one's just come out. We're doing the one in Australia. Yeah, I don't like this mode. I think that it could be a lot better, like a scenario mode. You know, and it just gives you an objective: finish in 7th place, finish the race, achieve the fastest lap. It's not that great. If it was me, I'd prefer a scenario like there's been a red flag, you know, like there was in Australia real life. There's been a red flag, drivers Piastri finishing P7. We'll come back to the scenarios later on, but 5 red lights are out here in Australia, and away we go. And well, it's a good start from 16th, and you know, this was actually just me just driving general. And it was actually quite easy to get up the field with a few dive bombs here, left, and then again. This is just a bit to know. Obviously, you've got strict corner cutting, so Noah's already got a penalty. As well as we're going to have a huge dive on Stroll there, get him out of the way early, and move up to P8. So now I'm going to look at 3 wide with the 2 Ferraris, take a bit of the curve there, but we're up to P6. Fantastic little move there. As well, to get both of Behrens, Gasly and Leclerc up to P6. So yeah, I felt this was a little bit too easy and a little bit pointless. Like, I can do this in Grand Prix mode. Maybe they need to like have this as an option there as Gasly. I think my setup for Australia needs to be redone because it's way too druggy. As you saw, I had no chance of defending against Gasly there, and we finished in P7 there, Gasly up in 5th as well. But I'd like to see that scenario mode implemented into this for race replay, like they do in F1 Manager as well, where you can either start, you can have that thing where you start from the start, but F1 Manager, they've also got a thing where you can just join halfway through, and that's what I like about the scenarios. This is a scenario mode for Portugal, the one that has the new and horrible looking Aston Alfa Romeo with the kick livery in green. Now obviously you're able to set the difficulty of the AI for this, which is a very rare thing for F1 World, and I'll come back to that later in the video. But this one was the Portuguese one. I'm not going to go too much into this one because Arava has already done a video on it as well. But I actually enjoyed this one. You know, you've already done some laps and you've got to achieve, you know, you're going on to the wet tyres early, getting the DRS. And it's I actually thoroughly, of all the races I did for this video, this was the one I enjoyed the most. So I've got 2 back markers in the way, because obviously you are 3 back markers. I had 2 Williams and a Haas. Obviously you've got like scenarios for breaking point you've got to do, and I think this is actually, you know, the better bit. You know, with breaking point, obviously it's all the 25% race we're going to get down the inside here for Lance Stroll, and up to P8. We've got to target finish P5 as well, and that actually tells you with the little 5 as well. The only thing I don't like is it tells you with a clean lap. I wish they didn't have that. Like, you don't need to tell me what I'm doing. But this one I had loose corner cutting as well. I'm somebody who doesn't run strict corner cutting. Not all the places in F1 World have strict corner cutting. So have a look at Ocon there, P6. Alonso at the road apparently is an issue. So we'll be looking to get past him as soon as possible. Now we've got around the outside and a bit low, a bit wide there. Can we cut in? Now there's an AlphaTauri that is retiring on the right hand side there. We are going to get try and get in front. I do wish that they took that clean laps off. I might have a play about the option when we get past Ocon around the outside of DRS. I guess the difference between race replay and scenario mode is that obviously you're joining halfway through the race. You know, part of the race is there, you've got the target there, as opposed to just starting from the start and giving some more what I feel like is random things. I think they need to blend the two together, personally speaking, as we get a lovely move there on Fernando Alonso. We're going to have a replay of this because it's very rare to make an overtake on this inside there. So we got the better exit out of that hairpin there, then round the outside to finish the move off. Lovely little move there on Fernando to secure the 5th place we needed. And the best thing about the scenarios is you're getting something out of it, because yes, I may have criticised the one in Canada, the Red Bull livery, I didn't quite enjoy, but this one I did enjoy, and you know, I was done well. We're now going to have a look at the Ironman, and this is where we run into some little issues where you can't change the AI level, but you can change the tech level modifier. Like, if you're going to have this here, allow us to change the AI level. It's as simple as that. I understand the tech level modifier, and that's the one that's been changed. You know, you can now up it to 150. I just went for 100 for this particular one because it's called the Ironman, and you're supposed to go last to first, I think, as well. Again, for me, it just felt like a Grand Prix race, which I do enough of these for career mode and also fantasy living and stuff. But again, just look at the start. This is 35 AI for you. Yes, they might have better cars, that's the thing, as well. And again, they're going to brake early as well, but it's pretty easy to get up the grid even when you've got 100 modified. Perhaps a bit more of a challenge with 150 potentially, but if you've got a good car, you know, and also if you're at the upper end, I don't know this, but if you have got a tech level that's like 1,000 or something, let me know if you're able to get a higher car, you know, at the upper end. I don't know about that, but you know, we're just going to basically do a couple of dive bombs, and just like that we're up in P4. But strict corner cutting is on, which I think that strict corner cutting shouldn't be on for these events, personally speaking, because it's just ruined my thing. I got 9 seconds worth of penalties because it's me at Paul Ricard, and Paul Ricard is not a good track, and then this I get a warning for that as well, trying to get in. I think that the arrows, by the way, I can never remember how many warnings I get as well, so yeah. And then we've got this F1 Arcade, which I thought, oh, okay, I'll have a little go at this, see if it's, you know, what this is like, to see if it's actually any different. And this is obviously a licensed event. I was hoping that this would then lead to the elimination mode, which is only a reference on the options of the multifunction display, which makes me think it is coming at some point. But for now, you're just about to see the easiest race ever. Like, this is a pointless mode, the arcade race, because it's on 35 AI. The AI are set to 35 AI by default, and just look at this, I'm almost in the wall trying to get past them all because they are going so slowly as well. And we've obviously got the same, well, we're in official F1 cars, but this is such an easy race Like, this is a pointless arcade race. 35 AI. And I'm getting, what's the point? Like, you're giving us, what, objectives to do, and I kind of feel like that could have been done in Grand Prix mode. Like, there doesn't need to be in F1 World. Well, supercars are also here, by the way. I haven't done that, any supercars yet. I might be doing, at some point, the fastest supercar in F1 23 video. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see that video as well. A little bit like I did on last year's game, because obviously we've got no classic cars anymore. We have got those to see which is the fastest on this game, see if there's been any changes in performance as well. That will be interesting to see if they've actually just copied and pasted them or not. But yeah, for F1 World, I like that scenario was fun at Portugal. The others were a bit bland, I'm not going to lie. The race replay, like starting from there, which I don't mind that, and I think that could be integrated in the Grand Prix mode, because Grand Prix mode technically is part of F1 World. So I think the changes aren't going to do me enough. I'm not going to be playing any more of F1 World, apart from maybe doing a few ranked episodes as part of online games, videos that are coming up later over the course of this game cycle. Other than that, that's it for me. But let me know for you. Are you interested in F1 World? I know that Arrow did a poll and a lot of people aren't, but I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think about F1 World in the comments below. If you are here around here though, then please do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, thanks so much for watching, enjoy your day, and goodbye.